Friends, Sam Wahid Khan, coach and speaker at Mission Always Strong. Today I would like to discuss certain things that has to do with our core values, and it is the main difference between being a successful or a highly successful entrepreneur, businessman, or employee. These things have not changed in the past. These things have not changed in recent years, and these things will not change in the future. If you want to be a highly successful entrepreneur, businessman, human, whatever, we need to follow to our basic root core values. When we open social media, when we go online, when we go in our friends, we realize there's a race for money out there. And that's completely understandable because everyone wants to get ahead of the other person. There's a race going on. However, we need to realize that money has to be earned, and so is the respect. These both things go hand to hand. You can't just earn money and not go for the respect, because later on you're going to end up just complaining about it, that how come I didn't do that. So we have to stick to our core values, and we have to work around them. If you want to become highly successful, if you want to be known, if you want to leave the legacy behind, we have to keep these things in mind. So I'm going to start with the number one of my favorites, which nowadays lack a lot, of course. Transparency. That's one of the key ingredients to our long-term success. Being shady, lying here and there, trying to do something for the timing might bring us some value in short run, but in long run we always are going to lose, because transparency does matter for long run. You have to be very clear. We have to be very open with people. The thing is that we humans we already have a software of intuitions installed in us. And as we go through the life, that intuition software only increases and becomes more and more reluctant to all this BS that we receive from people. So now if you try to download a corrupted software, the intuition system is not going to admit it. We do know there's something wrong. There's something going on that we are not aware of, because we have a software in us that recognizes that. That's a corrupted software. Or even if you can force it down, it might work for a little bit, but in long run it's not going to work, because only few functions are going to be working. That's what happens when you have a corrupted bugged software out there. Then a few functions work and few don't, and they only work for the time being. So the real way for something to work 100% is being free of bugs, being transparent, download the right software so it makes sense to the other person, and you can sustain your long-term value and goals. The second one is one of my favorite ones, because I get to hear that a lot. The second one is hard work. Like wherever I go, or people tell me, man, don't work hard, work smart, or I'm working hard, or I'm working smart, I'm not working hard, I like to work smart, sentences like that. But what we don't realize, that we have to work hard enough to figure out a smarter way to do the same thing. And now without working hard, you cannot come up with a smarter way of doing things. Yeah, you can ask some people for guidance, but that still doesn't resolve the problem. The thing is that we have to climb that mountain a couple of times, and once we have done that, I'm sure we'll be able to find some shortcuts on the way. Without climbing the mountains and just looking at it from the bottom and then trying to figure out that I will have a smarter way to do it, it just doesn't work that way. Hard work had always been there. It's still in the market. It's still successful. People who work hard are more successful than a lot of brilliant people out there. And it's not going to go away in the future, irrelevant of how technology advances, how much money people have, how many things they're going to get. Certain things don't change, and hard work is one of those. So coming back, we have to work hard enough to figure out a smarter way to do it, and that's what smart work is. You combine your hard work with smart work, it's a wrap. The third one is the ability to admit mistake. As humans, when things are not working for us, we try to be humble, we try to be this and that, and slowly, as soon as few things start working for us, we slowly start deviating from reality, and next thing you find out, we are on a way to be to narcissism and grandiosity, and we don't listen to anything, and then we wonder like what happened, why did our business and our empire collapsed. Well, the ability to admit mistake has always helped humans to get where we are today. We have to realize that humans, we have been evolving through millions of years, and today where we are at is because of those safety mechanism, is because of because the ability to recognize our mistake and fix it, and then moving forward to make it better. Whether it was a plane, whether it was a car, whether it was anything, any technology, the ability to admit the mistake, rectifying it, and then moving forward. Basically, that is the key to the highly successful business. They're consistently improving, they're consistently evolving, and that's what makes them who they are. So as humans, we want to admit our mistake, because mistakes is just being human. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone makes mistake. But if you get stubborn about it, you don't change yourself, you don't change your attitude towards it, and you just live in your own la la land, eventually you will be surprised to see that there's nothing left. So admitting mistake is one of the basic core ingredient to our success. The fourth one is my favorite one, and it's called compassion. No high success could be achieved without being compassionate towards other people. Henry Ford once said in his statement, if there's any one key to success, it will be the ability to see things from the other person's point of view, understand them, and at the same time see it from your point of view. We have to get to the both sides of the table, both sides of the figure, and realize that the parties on the other side are also humans. That could be my brother, could be my sister, could be my mother, could be my wife, could be my daughter, could be my son, could be my uncle, nephew, it could be anyone. Without realizing what the person is going through or what the person wants, we can't just impose our things on them. We have to be compassionate. It comes from being empath. The compassion comes out of empathy. And without that, there's no high success. I mean, you can only get to a certain point, but you're not going to get at the top. We can go back to all these highly successful people, and we will realize one thing, that they were compassionate enough. They were able to understand the other person's point of view and how they do things instead of just forcing their own ideology on people. So compassion is the key. Anywhere in relationships, anywhere in the job, anywhere in the businesses, we have to be compassionate towards the other party. That's the only way it will go on long-term value. Short terms might work here and there, just you have made a quick buck and you threw them out of there, and might work for the time being, but in long term is not going to sustain. And if you want highly successful businesses, we want to be known, we want to leave legacy behind, we have to get to the other side of the table, be compassionate all the time, think about them, think about ourselves, and it's what is called win-win situation for both parties. I love that. So my friends, these were the four things that I wanted to discuss that always been the key to any highly successful business. They will be the key to any highly successful business. We don't want to leave them. We want to keep on doing the same thing. We want to stay connected to our root. What difference does it make instead of 5 million you made 4 million and you were being transparent? First of all, that's not going to happen in long term. You are going to be more, but it doesn't really matter. We can do those kind of things because nothing has changed as humans. These things have always brought high success, extreme success to all people who have followed them, the law of universe, the law of success. And people who did not, they got lost in the history. No one even asks about them. So my friends, stick to your core values, make money, but how it's made still matters. To stick to the 4 ingredients that we just talked about. Also, catch up with you guys later. If you have any questions, DM me, send me an email. I would love to answer any questions that you guys have. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Coach Always Strong. You can follow me on Facebook, Sam Always Strong at Sam Wahid Khan. You can check my website out at www.alwaysstrong.com. Talk to you guys soon. Take care and stick to the values. Bye.